Charles Darwin and the Theory of Evolution in the Modern Age, Philosopher, Life, and Contributions. Few names in history have left a more lasting impression on how we understand the world than Charles Darwin. A visionary naturalist, philosopher, and thinker, Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection reshaped the way we see life on Earth. Today, we dive into Darwin's life, his philosophy, and the profound impact his work continues to have on modern science and society. Darwin's early life and intellectual foundations. Charles Robert Darwin was born on February 12, 1809, Shrewsbury, England, into a prominent and intellectual family. His father, Robert Darwin, was a successful doctor, and his grandfather, Erasmus Darwin, was a free thinker whose writings on nature and evolution would later influence his grandson. In 1831, at the age of 22, Darwin was invited to join the HMS Beagle on a 5-year voyage that would change the course of science. While the ship's mission was to chart South America's coastlines, Darwin saw it as an unparalleled opportunity to study the diversity of life across different environments. The philosopher's journey, from observation to theory. During the Beagle's voyage, Darwin encountered an astonishing variety of species. On the Galápagos Islands, he observed something remarkable. Each island had its own species of finch, with beaks adapted to the specific food sources available. Though Darwin didn't have all the answers at the time, these observations planted the seeds for his revolutionary idea, natural selection. He would later describe it as the process by which organisms better suited to their environments survive and reproduce, while less suited ones gradually fade away. These differences raised fundamental questions. Could species change over time? And if so, how? Darwin saw nature as a vast, interconnected system, where life evolves in response to changing conditions. This was not just a scientific breakthrough, it was a new philosophy of life. Life's work, the publication of On the Origin of Species. After returning to England in 1836, Darwin spent more than 20 years developing his theory. He meticulously gathered evidence, plants and animals, and consulting with fellow scientists. In 1859, he finally published On the Origin of Species, a book that would forever change biology and our understanding of life itself. Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection was not merely about species adaptation. It was a unifying explanation for the diversity of life. And though it faced resistance, particularly from religious communities, the scientific evidence was undeniable. Darwin's legacy as a philosopher. Charles Darwin was not only a scientist but also a philosopher. His theory posed deep philosophical questions about humanity's place in the world. Darwin's work challenged the long-held belief that humans were unique creations, separate from the rest of nature. Instead, he argued that we, too, evolved through the same natural processes as other animals. This idea that life is interconnected and constantly evolving has far-reaching implications. In the modern age, Darwin's philosophy has influenced not only biology but also ethics, sociology, and even theology. His theory has inspired debates about human nature, free will, and our responsibilities as stewards of the environment. Modern science and evolution.
Darwin's work didn't stop with his lifetime. In the 20th and 21st centuries, scientific advancements in genetics and molecular biology have confirmed and expanded upon his ideas. DNA research has shown how mutations and gene variations drive the process of evolution, giving us a deeper understanding of natural selection. In today's world, we see evolution in action. Bacteria developing resistance to antibiotics, species adapting to climate change, and humans using artificial selection to breed crops and animals for desirable traits. Darwin's theory remains as relevant as ever, providing a framework for understanding how life responds to the challenges of a changing environment.
Contributions to the community and beyond. Beyond the realm of science, Darwin's contributions have had profound effects on society. His ideas inspired movements in conservation, as scientists and environmentalists realized the importance of protecting biodiversity. Today, Darwin's theory is a fundamental part of education worldwide, helping students understand the processes that shape life on Earth. Darwin's work also opened the door to broader discussions about our role as part of the natural world. His theory forces us to think about how our actions, from deforestation to pollution, impact the planet and its ecosystems. Evolution in action, modern applications and global challenges. Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection extends beyond the walls of academia, influencing a wide range of fields and shaping responses to some of the most pressing challenges of our time. His ideas are not confined to history books, they are alive in the labs, fields, and forests of the modern world. One of the most immediate applications of Darwin's work can be seen in conservation biology. As the world faces unprecedented levels of biodiversity loss, understanding how species adapt or fail to adapt to rapidly changing environments has become crucial. Darwin's theory helps conservationists predict which species are most at risk and what interventions may be necessary to preserve life on Earth. Darwin's work also impacts modern agriculture. But it's not just about protecting species. As scientists harness the principles of evolution to improve food security. By using artificial selection, a concept Darwin discussed, farmers can breed crops resistant to pests, droughts, and diseases, addressing the challenges of a changing climate. Biotechnology, too, draws on Darwin's legacy, with gene editing technologies like CRISPR allowing scientists to manipulate the evolutionary process at the molecular level. As we look to the future, Darwin's theory of evolution continues to inspire solutions for sustainability and innovation. From medical advances that tackle drug-resistant bacteria to efforts combating climate change, Darwin's insight into life's adaptability reminds us that survival depends on change, on the ability to evolve. Darwin's enduring legacy. More than 150 years after the publication of On the Origin of Species, Darwin's ideas continue to shape our world. His theory of evolution by natural selection has evolved itself, incorporating new discoveries and remaining central to our understanding of life. Darwin's curiosity, patience, and relentless search for truth have made him not just a figure of scientific importance, but a philosopher whose ideas resonate in every corner of human thought. Charles Darwin's legacy is a testament to the power of observation, questioning, and the pursuit of knowledge. His ideas remind us that life is ever-changing, and through understanding evolution, we come to understand ourselves.